At number 10, the ESU suit. I can hear you guys now. Bree, that's not a real suit. He's just wearing a t-shirt and jeans. It's not special at all. I hear you, angry commenters. I know. However, this suit is by far one of the most special suits in the game simply because it's ultra rare. The only way you can unlock this suit is by capturing pictures of all the hidden landmark locations on the map, and a lot of people, me included, haven't unlocked the suit yet because of how secret it is. It is one of those unexpected Easter egg type things that honestly surprised me when I found out about it. Yeah, sure, it's just a gray t-shirt and jeans, but the fact that it's like an extra bonus suit makes it so awesome. I want you guys to let me know in the comments if you've unlocked this suit yet. At number 9, Velocity Suit. The Velocity Suit is another super cool suit featured in this game, and there are actually a few things that make it so special and allows it to really stand out. Firstly, the look of it is awesome. The armored plating on the suit and the sleek helmet almost looks like an Iron Man suit, don't you think? And the color palette of the suit isn't too flashy, so it really lets the emblem stand out. The spider emblem is a glowing blue pattern that seems to glow in the dark and kind of radiates throughout the entire suit. The suit design is something we've never seen before. It was actually designed specifically for the game and has never been seen in any other Spider iterations or adaptations, so it's completely unique. This suit even prompted a tie-in comic miniseries that gives fans a backstory for the suit. As if the suit wasn't cool enough already, it's also one of the few suits you can unlock that comes with a special suit ability. The one that comes with the Velocity suit is called Blitz, and this power really just boosts your momentum, which allows you to sprint faster and take down enemies with your momentum faster. Also, fun fact, the Velocity suit also made a little appearance as one of the pre-made suits for Peter to choose from in Spider-Man Far From Home. If you guys are enjoying this list so far, let us know by leaving a thumbs up on the video. It really helps us out, so go ahead and smash that like button. At number 8, the Homemade Suit. The Homemade Suit from Spider-Man Homecoming / Civil War was one of the many MCU suits added to the game. It's by far the dorkiest looking suit literally ever, but I guess that's why I like it. It's got character. With its combination of blue tracksuit plus red hoodie and the fingerless gloves and goggles, it's just a mashup of random clothing Peter put together that obviously prioritized practicality over style. Even in Civil War, Peter, as far as we know, had no plans to upgrade his suit before Tony Stark found him and gave him a new suit. So this attention to detail from a personality standpoint is awesome to see that his albeit dorky suit was all he needed to feel like Spider-Man. To unlock the suit in game, you have to locate all 55 backpacks hidden around the map. There isn't a suit power associated with this suit, but if there was, what do you think it would be? I honestly really appreciate the suit being added into the game because it gives fans a chance to interact with the suit more than we've ever have. In the films, the suit wasn't really used that much, so adding it to the game was a nice touch for Spider fans. At number 7, Undies. I don't know how you guys feel about the suit, but I think it's pretty cool. Other than being a thirst trap because look at those muscles, it's also really funny. This suit is unlockable after completing the entire game, really. To unlock it, you have to complete the entire story, every side mission, and all citywide activities as well. So really, it's one of the last things you'll unlock in the main game. This suit is literally Spider-Man in his underwear. Like, that's it. Spider boxers and nothing else. But this suit also comes with a pretty gnarly ability called the Equalizer. Basically, this suit power, when activated, allows you to take down your opponents in one hit. So if you're using this ability in New Game Plus or in the DLC, you can take down the bad guys pretty easily. However, there is a catch to this ability, making it so that you also go down in one hit as well. You gotta take the good with the bad, I guess. So yeah, this sure isn't the flashiest suit of them all, but it's still a super fun addition to the game. At number 6, Iron Spider. In addition to all of the other MCU spider suits, the developers obviously had to throw in the Iron Spider suit from Infinity War into the game as well. This suit becomes unlockable at level 31, and it costs 3 base tokens, 3 challenge tokens, and 4 crime tokens, for those who weren't able to unlock it early from the pre-order bonus Spidey Suit Pack. This suit is pretty awesome. The shiny metallic gleam looks great in the original game, but with the remaster, oh my gosh, this thing is beautiful. It's shiny, beautiful, it sparkles like a diamond. On top of how cool this suit is, the developers obviously had to include the Iron Arms feature as a suit power, so this allows players to use these spider limbs to deal extra damage, since it gives you a greater reach and deals sweeping damage to opponents in front of you. On top of that, the Iron Arms allow you to break away from brutes easier and break through defenses of shield opponents as well. Halfway through at number 5, Spider Armor Mark II. The Spider Armor Mark II is so different compared to a lot of other suits in the game simply because of its color scheme and overall design. It's sort of similar to the dark suit that I talked about in the last video because of its similar simplicity in design and color palette, both being black suits and single color accents. Now I might just be biased here because I do like a nice black and gold combo, but I don't know, the suit really stands out against others in the game. But the suit also has a cool comic book backstory, being that this suit was designed by Peter Parker in issue 656 as a way to cope with the loss of his spider sense. This armor is bulletproof, so this allowed Peter to still survive gunfire without being able to dodge with his spider sense. Staying true to this backstory, this suit in-game has a suit power which temporarily makes the suit bulletproof. You can unlock the suit at level 5 by spending 1 base token, 1 landmark token, and 2 research tokens. At number 4, Wrestler Suit. The Wrestler Suit is another suit that isn't the flashiest, but it's the reference that really matters here. Originally, this suit first appeared in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics as one of Peter Parker's first homemade makeshift costumes, which he used to compete in wrestling matches to earn a little bit of extra money. I can't help but think of a certain clip from the first Sam Raimi Spider-Man film when looking at this suit.
That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you?
Though this is a makeshift suit, you have to admit it's not as rough and dorky looking as the MCU homemade suit. This suit is unlockable at level 19 and costs 2 backpack tokens, 2 base tokens, and 2 research tokens, and also comes with a special suit ability called King of the Ring. This ability allows the player to web throw their enemies without having to use their web gadgets. This suit features the original web shooters that the player can find in one of the hidden backpacks around the map, and this suit was also featured on a poster in Peter's apartment as a little Easter egg. At number 3, Noir Suit. The Noir Suit is another one of my personal favorites from this game. It's like Night Monkey Suit, but cooler in my opinion. This suit originally comes from the Spider-Man Noir comics set in 1933, where Peter creates a costume out of Uncle Ben's World War I uniform and becomes a more vigilante-style crime fighter. This suit features aviator glasses and headgear to make up the mask, and even features a gun holster and revolver, though these can't be used in the game. What you can use though is the suit's special ability called Sound of Silence, a stealth ability which allows the player to enable a function that prevents your opponents from being able to call for backup, so that can be really helpful in certain situations. On top of that, the suit ability also silences Spider-Man's attacks, so there's no way of enemies detecting him other than through their line of sight. This suit makes for the perfect stealth package. Luckily for players, this suit is unlockable pretty early in the game after completing the mission Something Old, Something New and spending 2 backpack tokens and 1 base token. Number 2, Web Suit. Alright, now I got a lot of comments in the last video saying that the Raimi suit should have been on that list, and you guys got really mad at me for it, so here you guys go. Here's your extra special Raimi suit. The web suit, as it's called in the game, is a clear reference to the Spider-Man trilogy from the early 2000s, directed by Sam Raimi. This suit wasn't originally featured in the game nor its DLCs, but after being harassed by the internet demanding that they add the suit, the creators finally caved and added the suit to the game in the 1.13 update. I really don't think I need to tell you guys much else about the suit because you're all so dedicated to the suit already and probably know everything there is to know about it, but here you guys go, here's your beloved Raimi suit. At number 1, T.R.A.C.K. The T.R.A.C.K suit is one of the few suits that is unlocked for free through story progression. Players receive this suit just before the events of the final story mission Pax and Bello, where Peter takes his final stand against Doc Ock. The suit looks like an armored version of the advanced suit, just in a new color scheme that mimics that of Octavius's robotic tentacles. Peter creates the suit just before going to the final fight by stopping at Otto's lab and fashioning a suit designed to take him down, knowing that he helped create Otto's neural interface and having the knowledge needed to take him down. Other than the story significance, the suit also comes with a special ability called Resupply. This allows players to continuously restock all of Spider-Man's gadgets as long as the ability is active. It's an awesome suit with a really cool design and story significance, so it's definitely one of the best. Starting us off at number 10, the Amazing Spider-Man suit. We already have some spider suits in the game, which are some references to past Spider-Man films. We have the web suit from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films, the animated suit from Into the Spider-Verse, and we have a bunch of MCU Spider-Man suits from the homemade suit to the S.T.R.I.K. suit, and even those from Far From Home being the upgraded and stealth suit, or Night Monkey, as I like to call him. So it seems only fitting to include another Spider-Man film, even if it's one that I personally would like to forget. The Andrew Garfield suit from the Amazing Spider-Man film is one of the 3 new suits being added to the remastered Spider-Man PS4 game. I've seen some people online saying that they should have added the suit from the movie sequel, but honestly, it was the worst film, so we really don't need to commemorate that disaster. It's still nice to see the developers including movie suits into the game, but you never know, maybe they'll cave and add more Amazing Spider-Man suits as well. At number 9, Spider-Punk. Spider-Punk is a fan favorite because he's just so cool. The suit is very reminiscent of my own individual style, so I don't know what that says about me, but it's still badass and great for hitting the streets and fighting crime. This suit can be unlocked by spending 2 backpack tokens, 3 crime tokens, and 2 landmark tokens once you reach level 16, so depending on how much you do throughout the game's story and how many side missions and quests you do at the beginning, you can unlock it relatively early in the main game. But this suit isn't just there to look pretty. Some of the suits you are able to unlock in the game come with special abilities. The ability you are able to unlock with Spider-Punk is called Rock Out, which allows you to, quote, blast enemies with waves of righteous sound. The power blasts enemies up and then sends them flying backwards with the continued waves from Spider-Man's guitar. So basically, it's the experience of getting stuck in the pit at a concert. Now before I go any further, I just want to ask you guys to leave a like on this video if you're enjoying it so far. It really helps us out when you do, so please go ahead and smash that like button. At number 8, Advanced Suit. The Advanced Suit is the first suit you unlock in the game. You get it after the story mission Something Old, Something New, where you make it in Octavius's lab after he gives Peter a few suggestions on how to better improve his suit. In a screen grab from the game, you can see that some of the changes that Otto suggests to Peter includes a graphene core, twill pattern for the fabric, and even the color scheme having a higher contrast to distract his opponents, and of course the new and pretty epic white spider logo. This suit really helps get the story going with this new epic design, but also because of its significance to the story and the relationship between Otto and Peter that will be explored later on in the game and becomes very significant to the story. The advanced suit also includes a suit power called Battle Focus. When this power is triggered, it allows the player to generate focus much faster, which helps them heal during fights or perform finishers in quick succession. All in all, a great suit to start the game off with. At number 7, Dark Suit. The Dark Suit is one of my favorites. Its simple design with a contrasting black body and metallic red emblem and the eyes, it's just so sleek and cool. But it's not just the design of the suit that makes it so cool, but also the story significance. Specifically, its tie between Peter Parker and Felicia Hardy, aka Black Cat. You unlock this suit after completing the Stakeout story mission and finding all of Black Cat's hidden clues from her stakeouts. The mission ends with Spidey finding Felicia's bunker where she left this suit for him as a gift. Now you might be saying, Bree, so what? Who cares about Black Cat? I do. As we find out later through story developments and the City That Never Sleeps DLC, Peter and Felicia dated briefly, and though Peter and MJ are now together, ew, he and Felicia still have a connection. Now I like this suit because Felicia gave it to Peter, and that shows that there's still something between them. If you know me, then you know I have a fiery hatred for MJ because she's the worst character in the game and she is a toxic girlfriend, and I think that Peter belongs with Black Cat. So yeah, this suit is great because it represents a love unrequited. Also, Black Cat is dummy thick and I would smash. At number 6, the S.T.R.I.K. suit. The S.T.R.I.K. suit is among those added from the Spider-Man movies. It is one of the best suits in the game, not only because of its ties to the MCU, but also just because it is so cool. With every MCU Spider-Man suit upgrade, we never really get to appreciate how cool it looks since they're only used in 1, maybe 2 movies at a time, but in the game we get to use this suit for however long we want, and we get to enjoy every inch of detail. This suit can be unlocked at level 9 when you spend 1 base token, 3 crime tokens, and 1 research token. This suit also comes with the ability Spider Bro, which calls in a Spider Bro drone to help you in your fight for a brief period of time. When deployed, the drone fires at enemies, dealing electrifying damage to your opponents as you fight other opponents elsewhere. It's basically the equivalent to the Spider Drone gadget you can unlock, just with a different name. Halfway through at number 5, Spider-Man 2099. The black and white versions of the Spider-Man 2099 suits in this game are god tier excellence. These things are works of art. Out of the two, the black version is the one you can unlock first at level 29 by spending 2 base tokens, 4 crime tokens, tokens and 4 research tokens. It comes with a low gravity suit ability which decreases gravity while in the air. This allows you to be able to perform more aerial attacks and more yank or swing kick combos. Now the white 2099 suit is available to unlock at level 39 and is a little more expensive, requiring you to spend 4 base tokens, 4 challenge tokens, and 4 crime tokens. This suit also comes with a special ability, that being Concussive Strike, similar to the Concussive Blast gadget that you can unlock. This ability sends your opponents flying backwards with every hit, so you can send them flying off rooftops or send them hurling into walls or other objects, which can knock them unconscious. Both of these suits are based on the version of Spider-Man from the year 2099, that being Miguel O'Hara, so it's really nice to see developers incorporating such an awesome comic storyline into the game. At number 4, Into the Spider-Verse. The Into the Spider-Verse suit is another fan favorite. It's basically the same suit as was featured in the film worn by Peter B. Parker. Its animated style really stands out from the more realistic cityscape, and its bright, punchy comic book-esque design is really something special. Personally, I think that this animation style suit is way better than other animation style suits in the game, like the Spider-Clan suit, because it's just a little bit more realistic in the game. Its brightness and more animated design is also a little reminiscent of the Spider-Man game for the PS1. This suit can be unlocked through playing the 3rd installment of the City That Never Sleeps DLC, but it's really just for show since it has no special suit powers. It's really just there for the reference, but it's still a really cool suit. At number 3, Armored Advanced Suit. The Armored Advanced Suit is another one of the new suits being added to the remastered game. This suit is basically an upgraded version of the original Advanced suit with a newer color scheme. To me, it looks like a combo of a lot of the original suits like the white 2099 suit, the Future Foundation suit, and the Velocity suit. Though we don't know much about the suit right now or whether or not it'll come with special abilities or if there'll be a new side quest to unlock it, I'm speculating that this new design has something to do with Octavius's proposed designs that I talked about just recently. With his proposed ideas for a new spider suit, Otto included the idea of adding armor, and since this is the armored version of the advanced suit, maybe Peter took Otto's advice in this creation of the new suit. At number 2, Spirit Spider. Spirit Spider is one of my absolute favorite suits in the game. It is so epic and it really ranks highly for me along with the 2099 suits. The Spirit Spider suit features a skeletal body with defined finger and toe bones and a sort of muscular texture. It has blue flames and a skull head rather than the classic spider mask, and it's just oozing with epic ghostly energy. This suit is another one of the more expensive suits where unlocking it costs you 6 base tokens, 6 challenge tokens, and 6 crimes tokens. See what they did there with the 3 6s? Yeah. You can unlock this suit after reaching level 37, so by this time you're reaching the end of the story since you get to about level 50 by the end, and you'd be pretty experienced with the game at this point. And to get that many challenge tokens, you kinda have to be, because Taskmaster's challenges are just something else. This suit also comes with a mysterious ability called Spirit Fire, which the game describes as, quote, unstable waves of damaging ethereal energy from somewhere. Very spooky. And at number 1, Arachnid Rider. The Arachnid Rider suit is the 3rd new suit being added to the remastered game, and this suit is another one of those animation-esque suits. This suit's animation reminds me a bit of the Spider-Clan design because the colors are a bit softer than, say, the Into the Spider-Verse suit or the vintage comic suit. The Arachnid Spider design seems to be similar to the design of popular Japanese superheroes, as they're sometimes created with insect motifs, and this being Spider-Man, like the bug, it makes sense to have this sort of design incorporated into the character. Since this is a new suit, we still don't know very many details, but is this suit giving anyone else Power Ranger vibes, or is that just me? I think it's something about the helmet, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
And a 10 Sportswear suit. The Sportswear suit is the first spider suit Miles Morales gets in game. It appears to be Peter's classic repaired suit with Miles' special twist of shorts, leggings, a hoodie, and a coat, making it appear more unique and more his style. We see Miles incorporating the black into the color scheme right off the bat, and it's unclear why he has a coat and stuff. Keep in mind that this was filmed before the game comes out, since the use of this suit appears to take place during the summer, or at least something like that, but it's still cool nonetheless. It's at number 10 because just as it starts Miles' spider career, it felt only fitting to have it start our list. Plus, there is a load of cool ones from what it looks like. This is running off a video released by Gamer Alimus, a YouTuber who claims to have collected all the suits in Miles Morales, releasing the video 4 days ago as of this recording, and 5 days ago as of this video going out. Link to that video in case you want to see everything will be included in the description under sources. And at 9, the homemade suit. The homemade suit, unlike the homemade suit from the first game, is the comic equivalent to Miles' homemade suit. The one from the first game was the MCU, not the comic one. This suit made an appearance in Spider-Man Annual number 1, where we see a flashback to Miles' early spider escapades. He hadn't used his powers to save anyone at the time, but he was out with his friends, and while in a clothing store, Miles is forced to try on a jacket with a red torso that has squiggly lines, white sleeves, and a zipper that goes all the way up to the top of the hood. You know those ones? Well, after trying it on, a Skrull attacks, and instinctively, Miles grabs a pair of goggles off a mannequin to hide his identity, and boom, homemade spider suit. This suit isn't the first suit in the game sense, much like the homemade suit from the first game was not the first suit in that universe. In the first game, the first suit was the wrestler suit, but unfortunately not Raimi's.
That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you?
And at 8, Purple Rain. The Purple Rain suit is no doubt inspired by the Prowler. Aaron Davis, Miles' uncle, is the Prowler, so it makes sense, especially when we've seen that it looks like Aaron finds out Miles' identity, since we can hear him saying to not take off that mask in the launch trailer to the game. This suit is original to the game as far as I can tell, and I'm sure it will be given to Miles by his uncle if it has any story significance. It's worth mentioning that most of these won't be worked into the story, since that's the way it worked with the first Spider-Man game, with only a couple suits appearing story-wise like the Classic, Advanced, Damaged Classic, and Black Cat suits. The Undies one also appeared, but you had to 100% the game to actually unlock it. But it could just be set up so that after that scene you'll be able to unlock it because you will have enough tokens or whatever. Either way, this suit looks incredible. I really like the purple and green color scheme with the spider going across the suit and down to the hips, just like a slightly longer advanced suit from the first game. It's awesome. And at 7, the T.R.A.C.K suit. Speaking of the advanced suit, the T.R.A.C.K suit appears to be designed in a similar way. By no means is it the same, but the inclusion of white makes it feel more advanced. Red and black is a good combination, so is red and white black, so including the three together will make an amazingly stunning suit that I'm pretty sure you can have from the start if you got the Ultimate Edition pre-order that includes the remastered first game. This is one of my favorite suits I've seen, and it's really because of the white. Adding it in just makes the suit pop that much more, and the fact that it cuts off at the spider logo then goes down the arms and the legs, it's really crisp. And the black on the legs just ties it all together. Not gonna lie, it kinda makes the crotch area look like a Speedo, but we can ignore that because of how stunning the suit is. And at 6, Bodega cat suit. Look, I'm a dog person, but the fact that you can fight crime with a cat in your backpack that will help you take down bad guys will get me any day of the week. The suit is really just a classic suit underneath a shirt and sweater with a spider logo on it, but that's so Miles at this point that it's expected. The backpack is keeping that red and black color scheme, and the cat has a freaking Spider-Man mask on to protect its identity. That actually reminds me of a story from the Netherlands where the police arrested a man for shoplifting and noticed that he had a bird on his shoulder. It was either a parakeet or a lovebird, it was described as both. The police arrested the man and had to bring the bird in too because, you know, they can't just leave it at the mall. So they placed it in a cell with the owner's permission and posted a pic to Instagram because that's hilarious. But when the news channel covered it, they put a black bar over the bird's eyes to protect its identity. Yeah, I'm not kidding, it's hilarious. And the fact that the cat has a mask on reminds me of that, okay? It's adorable. I guess all cats aren't jerks, but maybe it's only this one that's not. Halfway through number 5, Crimson Cowl. The Crimson Cowl is a persona from the Marvel Universe that was held by 4 different individuals, including Justice Hammer, Dallas Riordan, Edwin Jarvis, and Ultron. And this version of the Crimson Cowl has no doubt taken inspiration from the Justine Hammer version, the first to don the Crimson Cowl persona in Thunderbolts number 3 in June of 1997. The suit itself is incredible, with more red and a really sharp spider logo. This thing is going to be worn by a whole bunch of players in a whole lot of this game. Currently, it's expected to be unlocked at level 9 and costs 14 activity tokens and 2 tech parts to craft. The combination of textures you can see on the wiki and the reflectiveness of what I can only assume to be some form of rubber is incredible. And of course, we have the classic Miles suit underneath the actual cowl, which looks also to be potentially inspired by Assassin's Creed with the pointed front, you know? Maybe it's so the hood doesn't come off as easily. I don't know. Is there like some form of actual like reason to it, or is it just cool? And at 4, Uptown Pride suit. Being a king, I'm a sucker for gold. It's just amazing. It's beautiful and it makes me feel richer than I am. The suit honestly looks like my desk chair at home and I am here for it. This is a thing of beauty because not only is it gold, it's more textured than just clean gold, which already would look great, especially with black. I know this number and this suit being so high is really based on the gold, but come on. It also works with Miles' bioelectricity powers. The orange with the gold and then the black is just mwah. And not to mention the golden fingertips. This dude looks like King Miles Morales, and the spider logo looks crisp and gold. It's mint, but like not in a color sort of way, but in like a condition way. I just love gold, okay? And at 3, the S.T.R.I.K.E suit. The S.T.R.I.K.E suit is one of the scariest suits in the game. This is the equivalent of the Spirit Spider in the first game. The S.T.R.I.K.E suit reminds me of what I think Miles would look like as a poison from Earth 17952, where everyone has their own symbiote and there's a disease that can poison that symbiote, turning you into a poison. That's the vibe I'm getting from the massive spider logo on the chest and the insanely large gauntlets on the wrist with the color scheme of the comic Iron Spider. The S.T.R.I.K.E suit glows red with the mask and yellow from the gauntlets, along with the famous Miles red and black color scheme, a popped collar, and some damn cool spider logos on both the front and back. This will easily be one of the coolest suits in the game. However, I wish the gauntlets were a little smaller. It's one of the things I had against the Fear Itself suit from the first game. They're so clunky, it doesn't really feel like Spider-Man, but I think that with the popped collar and the giant logo, it works here. Not perfectly, but better. And at 2, Into the Spider-Verse. Obviously, we're gonna have the Into the Spider-Verse suit on here. This thing is iconic. The original Into the Spider-Verse suit from the first game is probably one of the most used suits in that game because it looks so damn good. And this one isn't any different. It's got the animated look from the original, it's incredibly shaded and colored, and it changes the Spider-Man model and has a different body shape than the others. This is also very reminiscent of the animated suit that is also being added to the game. You really get the sense of spray paint with this suit, just like it's from the movie, and the suit even adds the effect of the frame skipping, stop motion, lag-esque thing that some people seem stoked about. I personally don't really like the lagging thing since the original Spider-Verse suit didn't do that, but I do really like the fact that the POW and BAM onomatopoeias show up while you're fighting. It's actually hilarious. And you get the iconic hands behind the head as you're falling down as he does in the movie. It's an awesome suit and I can't wait to use it. Finally, in at number 1, Programmable Matter suit. The Programmable Matter suit from Spider-Man Miles Morales is my favorite suit in the game. This thing looks dope and I don't think anyone can disagree with me. This suit looks like it's made out of metal and has cracks of red coming down the whole thing. These cracks also glow, making the suit most likely look even more incredible at night. The glow is also concentrated around the logo, eyes, hands, and feet, making those locations pop out extraordinarily. The logo on the back is incredibly cool and just as glowy as the other concentrated parts. It is unknown if the suit will be a story mission or if it's an unlockable, but it's probably the latter and probably very late in game since it seems to be closer to the end of the suit list, but I'm not sure. There's nothing on the wiki about this suit like some of the other ones. I know you may be upset that I didn't include the original Miles suit, but it was present in some of the other ones. They just added more to it. Of course it's a great suit, but I wanted to highlight some of the ones that you may not have seen.